Hello everybody and welcome back to Chronically Fabulous. Today's video is going to be, as I said in the last video, a storytime video, sort of. I hate the cliche of those fucking storytime videos where it's just like, I did this thing and I'm gonna blow it out of proportion to make it sound cooler so I can make it into a video. But anyway, so what I'm gonna be talking about is a thing that happened in my science class a little while ago. Now, keep in mind, this is a biology class. This is, like, it's a teacher who is supposed to know at least a little bit about how the fucking human body works. So, what happened was I was having a bad pain day, as I've been having recently. I've been having a lot of them because, well, it's stabilizing now, like, getting to, like, mid-May as I'm recording this video. But about like a month ago, in April, it was raining on and off all the time. Just the weather was really inconsistent and my pain was flaring up a lot. And I went to school one day and I'm usually pretty good at dealing with my pain. Like, I'm usually pretty good about, like, blowing it off and, like, putting it to the back of my mind and trying to, like, focus on things. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it this day. And so I told, and I'm 18 at this point, like, I can legally sign myself out of school if I have to, and I usually try not to. But I went into my bio class, and it was I think it was the last period in the day. And I was trying really hard to sit through it, and, like, my teacher, I'm not gonna name him in this video because I don't want, like, public shaming to go on. But my teacher was showing us a thing, and then he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna show you guys a video now. And I asked him quietly, I was like, okay, well, after this video is done, I'm having a really, really bad day today. Like, as soon as this video is done, I'm gonna go and sign myself out. I'm 18, I can legally do this. I cannot sit through this class anymore. And mind you, by this time, I'm already, like, bouncing up and down, trying to, like, distract myself from the pain. And it's not working. I can't keep pushing it if it's so bad that day. And I told him I'm going to go sign myself I'm gonna go sign myself out once this video is done, because I didn't want to cut off his lesson. I wanted to be there for what he wanted to teach, and I wanted to be there to watch the material that he wanted to show, because he's showing it for a reason. I'm not just gonna, like, snub him. And he looks me right in the eyes and he's like, oh, you seem to be having a lot of bad days. I don't really believe that you're having a bad day. And I was like, excuse me? He was like, I don't believe that you're having a bad day. You're always having a bad day. It always seems to be a bad day when you're in my class. I was like, your class is the last day, like, your class is the last or second last class of the day for me all the time. I have chronic pain. I have an IEP, and it is in my file that I have a disability that fluctuates day to day and hour to hour and minute to minute with how severe it feels. And I was trying to be discreet about it. I was just like, I literally pulled him aside and I was like, I want you to know I'm going to sign myself out after this. And he made a huge scene about it, saying, oh, well, I don't believe that you're having a bad day today. He didn't believe that I was in pain, even though I was physically shaking. And then, of course, because he's making a scene and I'm in a high school, other people start picking up on that, and someone else in my class was like, oh, well, I think I'm gonna have a bad day tomorrow. And I was like, I have a legitimate medical reason for needing to leave school early because I literally cannot function. And now my teacher is making a scene out of it, invalidating my issues, saying that I am lying about them, and then feeding into material that other immature students can use. So I didn't even wait for the video, and I was like, you know what? If you are going to be like this, I'm going to leave now. And I went down and I went to the office and I was like bawling my eyes out to my principal, being like, he's a biology teacher. He should understand at least, like, the basic concept of any form of disability, let alone, like, And this is why I do public speaking events. If you haven't seen, I think it's like 2 or 3 videos back now, I've been doing public speaking events recently, and trying my best to raise some kind of awareness for invisible disabilities and ehlers-danlos syndrome and chronic fatigue and everything like that. And this is exactly why I do it. I do it because I understand that other people can't see my pain, and I understand that people have to take my word for it, and I also understand that I'm in high school and you can't take a lot of high school students' word for things. Which sucks ass, because most of the people that I know are very trustworthy. But there's, like, the whole thing of one bad apple spoils the bunch. Like, as soon as there's one person who makes up that they're sick that day and they just, like, skip out on class, or they leave class early, or they say they're gonna go, like, call in the office and have their parents sign them out, but they just don't do that and they just ditch class. As soon as there's one person who plays on the system to get themselves out of something, everybody else who legitimately needs that system suffers. And we see that in a whole bunch of different things all around the world, be it with, like, you know, I'm not gonna get into politics right now, but it's very upsetting to already be in disgusting amounts of pain, to already be having a really, really bad exhaustion day, to the point where I'm trying so hard to, like, not fall asleep in class. It's hard enough to have to deal with that on a day-to-day basis. It's hard enough to have to try and explain that to people on a day-to-day basis, but then to have someone who's supposed to be taking care of you, someone who's supposed to be looking after you, a teacher who, again, is a biology teacher who should understand this, who I have talked to many, many, many times. He has known this entire year that I have had this disability, this issue, that my stuff fluctuates day to day. He has known this and decided that he was going to make a fool out of me in front of the class for a disability that I don't want, that I cannot control, and that I have no say in. Anyway, if any of you had, like, any kind of experience like this, it could be, like, at work, it could be in school, college, whatever, just, like, I don't want to feel alone on this one, man, because, like, I wish he was right, and I wish I was, like, making it up, because that would make my life so much easier. It's easier to not be in pain than make up that you're in pain. Oh wait, I don't know if I said that properly. Fuck it. You know what I mean. It's way easier to not be in pain than it is to, like, be in pain. And I'm not gonna... Most people know that I'm a pretty honest and, like, upfront person, because I don't have the energy to lie to people. I'm just like, yeah, this is how it is, take it or leave it. But yeah, no. Anyway, if you have similar things that have happened, leave them in the comments below. Like, I like reading them, other people like reading them. As always, my social media will be linked in the description as well, so that's going to be my Instagram and my AskFM. The ask is there if you want to either suggest videos or, like, topics for future videos, or if you have a question that you don't feel comfortable leaving in the comments. But yeah, is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, the college video will be coming up really, really soon, because my plans changed for that. But anyway, I will see you in the next video.